All right, moving on to congruent angles and congruent segments. So first of all, we have to understand what the word congruent means. Congruent means that two things are identical. When we're working with an algebraic statement, we would use an equal sign. When we're dealing with shapes or objects, we use a congruent symbol. So congruent means the same or identical. So if I were to take an angle and I were to bisect that angle into two congruent parts, I could use little congruency arcs like this to show that this top angle is exactly the same measure as the bottom angle. And if this was angle A, B, C, right here, this angle would be angle ABD, and we could say that it is congruent or the same as this angle, which is angle DBC. We could say they are congruent or exactly the same. So if I knew that this angle were 40 degrees, I would know that this angle is also 40 degrees, which means that this huge angle right here, angle ABC, would be twice as big as each of the 40-degree angles, or 80 degrees. Now, let's see what would happen if we have an expression rather than just straight up angle size. So let's go ahead and look at an example. So here's our diagram. We have that KM is a ray that bisects angle LKJ. Angle LKM, or this top angle right here, has a measure of 5x minus 25. And angle MKJ, or this bottom angle right here, has a measure of 3x plus 5. Now again, we're told that KM is a bisector, so I actually know that this top angle, angle LKM, is the same size or congruent to the bottom angle, angle MKJ. So let's replace the angle names with the value that defines each angle. So angle LKM can be replaced with its size, 5x minus 25, and angle MKJ can be replaced with its size, which is 3x plus 5. We know that they are congruent angles, therefore their expressions are equal to one another. Now we can simply solve for x. So we'll start by moving the x terms to the left and moving the constant terms to the right. So 5x minus 3x is 2x. Negative 25 plus 25 is 0. Bring down the equal sign. 3x minus 3x is 0. And 5 plus 25 is 30. We'll divide both sides by the coefficient, and we know that x is 15. So we're able to take this information and plug it back in and find out the measure of each of the angles. Now remember, since the angles are congruent, we only need to plug back into one of the statements. So I'm going to choose this bottom statement, and we'll plug in 15 for x. So we have 3 times x plus 5. 3 plus 15 is 45, and 45 plus 5 is 50. So each of these angles, this one and this one, are 50 degrees.